Suns from the Footprint Center.
You just so Alex to James Harden.
That's really been more of his role this season, especially without Kawhi in the lineup. Ball in his hands a lot more. Late shot clock for Harden. Behind the back to the rolling. And it's a bunch of guys having career seasons set up by Harden.
Yeah, I think a lot of that comes down to guys are asked to do more. This is one of those guys, Norman Powell, who I think gotten a lot of opportunity. They've walked through that door and they've taken advantage of it.
Shade shy of 24. Powell versus Booker, actually.
Wow.
For one of the spots on the squad. That'd be fun. Coaches decide the reserves. Phoenix Sun on the board. 9th year at UNLV. Royce O'Neal. In and out. Zubac has it ripped. Nick Richards, who's been a 14 rebounds in his home debut.
And that last Washington. That last one right there, he just took the ball with Zubac.
Zubac hooks it home.
Pulled up right in his face.
His three-point percentage up at 41%. Harden tiptoes in the lane, has it poked. O'Neal. Powell off the ricochet. Shooting the three well as this is well 43% from deep.
That's scorching. And we talked to Tyrone Lue before the game. He's talked about how we see
that time altered at the rim, but Coach Lue did say it would mean a lot for Powell if he were to be named an all-star. Jones from the corner.
That's the Clippers calling card. One of the top 2 or 3 defensive ball clubs in this league, only giving up 106 points a night, but Phoenix has been having their way. And Zubac.
We're not surprised because we understand that he's a hooper's hooper.
Again, right around 50-40 and mid-80s and free throw.
Said he's going to Portland tomorrow. I don't think he's passing the rings out to nobody out there. I'll tell you that much.
Foul, transition triple. Oh! Straight up.
He wanted a foul, but he did not. He shouldn't have got one. Zubac did an excellent job of standing straight up. But I love
in that trade on the 15th that Coach Budenholzer has gotten so far from the center.
Yeah, I had no idea. You have a lot more opportunities.
He checks out. Mason Plumlee in. Durant from the corner. Very much.
Yeah, Allen might be kicking himself. He might should have taken that one himself.
Last year's leader in three-point percentage. Durant. Patented man.
Says a lot about who he is and his character.
Word that Bud used professional. Booker, top of the arc three. I think it does provide more balance to the Suns' rotation, getting Beal, his scoring prowess coming in units, perhaps without both of the all.
Getting back to Bradley Beal, Booker, Kevin Durant. Truthfully, they all have the same style of game. They get to it different ways, but they're all really looking to get mid.
And that ball movement, the rotation to get corner threes, that's an emphasis for Phoenix.
You know, ISO ball has its time and it has its place, but the teams that...
Suns down 21 in that game, came back. A huge third quarter. They started that frame 15 for 15 from now and strong defensively. Tyus Jones before the horn.
You think he called bank? I don't know.
Spinning end. Yeah, both teams shot above 54% in the first. Game that combines 5 all-stars with now 38 all.
But he has to get up to speed if this team is going to be championship level. And Team Lue believes that if Kawhi Leonard is healthy, that they can beat just about anybody.
Tests here, he arrived. And of course, Clippers fans will wait to hold their breath as he
ball. Getting to the wide open shooters.
As great and accomplished as Kevin Durant tells his teammate Tyus Jones, hey, you go and cook on this possession. What does that do when somebody
still not all the way back yet? He's just trying to get there.
Zubac boards. Leonard with 2 points so far. Off balance. It's from the table, but I bet you I could find clips of you guys arguing similarly obvious fouls.
I didn't foul anybody my whole 14 years in the league. And you see Royce O'Neal again just being pesky on defense.
Kawhi recovery, and that's vintage.
Gets to his spot, it's a problem because Norman Powell's playing excellent. Harden, as we see.
Do you like what you see to win another championship? Ty Lue said a healthy Kawhi Leonard, I think.
If you want to spot a true championship level team, look at the teams that really guard when it's time to guard. Those are the teams that are going to win. Oh, a little windy in here. As we see Rose at the
prior games played with the Suns since the trade.
And when Bud talks about Richards, wow, they just kind of forgot Zubac was around. Because the weak side defender, whoever the low man was, I can't tell who it was, but he was not there at all.
Booker curls right off. Undynamic once we get to the playoffs.
Great hands.
Derrick Jones Jr. in the passing lane and scoops to the rim.
Smart.
Have a couple of teams in here who are just veteran squads. Top players, been in the league over a decade.
Little hee-hee.
Big men typically play finishers, not highlight passers like that.
Needs to be a little deeper.
Well,
You never know, man. Suns might make a trade, man. Jimmy Butler probably watching this game. He ain't got He's going to still want to keep him around there tonight. Keep him around that number tonight as well.
Tyus Jones. Possession like we've seen in some games this year.
We see KD shoot the passing lane. Great defense by Powell, though.
Rip away. Norm Powell, healthy three, count it. Off of Harden and what he can do for the other off guard, but again, a lot of it is the work that Powell has put in.
And then also there was a big-time opportunity where Paul George buckets from Norman Powell on a nightly basis, and he doesn't run from the smoke at all.
Clippers trying to make a third quarter push, and here's the switch. Richards defending Harden with the blow-by.
In and out, in and out, in and out, and then danced on him right to the left hand.
11-3 run ends. Powell scoops, Booker defends. Leads for the nearly taking away. Instead, Durant steps right through.
Wow, big-time block.
Got it swatted at the rim. Harden for
Seen Harden drive that basketball right there. The Clippers have had so much success in the paint in this third quarter. I would love to see Harden drive to the basket, create a problem. Like we see roll to the basket, it's not going to work. We talked about Dallas and what they were able to do last year. Think about what Lively and Gafford were able to do as rim rollers as Houston Harden turns. He has to dictate the pace of play, understand when it's time to score, when it's time to pass. All of these things, and then at the same time, as we see.
Clippers save possession, down three, turnover. Booker against Harden, has Durant on the other wing. Allen steps into a three.
I'd love to see him just come off and pull that shot.
Turnover on the other side, given right back. So 3 straight turnovers in a span of about 10 seconds. Harden, perfect game. Harden with 15. His former teammate at 2 stops, Durant. As Harden defends, another Clipper steal. Second-ranked defense in the NBA. Coffey lays it in.
90s New York Knicks approach. And he's just taking a lot of those principles and instilled it in these guys here.
To double the lead.
The shots.
See Jeff Van Gundy screaming about it on the bench. Harden before the buzzer.
Big fella.
Yeah, hey, I was about to get up out of here now.
Don't want any parts of the claw.
Nah.
Beal. 3.
Running hook shot.
Pass. Couldn't get it to fall.
If you're the Clippers, you got to take advantage. Booker's trailing the play. You got to get a bucket right here.
Man slices.
And it looked like Phoenix was going to try to pull away for a little bit, but Clippers right there. Surely you want to increase his minutes. What you don't want to do, just can't get greedy right there and commit that foul. Now you have to start it all over again.
He with the 3rd foul against the Clippers in the quarter. Kevin Durant.
Consistently throughout his career, drives, gets to the mid-range, and then at 7 feet tall, he just pulls up over whoever the defender is.
Pat. Suns with 4. Booker, one of them, leaning tough shot. After going 0 for 8 from 3 against the Wizards a couple of days ago.
You really can't tell if he has 3 or 30. Because on a shot like that, most guys would be a little excited. Not Booker. He's just like, it's old hat, I'm used to this.
Kawhi loses the handle and a healthy 3. But all Suns around the basketball.
Yeah, the Suns just seem to step quicker than all the balls right now in the 4th quarter.
Whips Durant. 2.
Here these last 4 minutes to get back in this ball game.
I think it can, but more importantly, can they score enough points down the stretch? That's been the problem for them this year as we see that in these last 3 minutes. They're going to have to pick it up.
Tough, aggressive defense from Coffey against KD. Oh!
Now, whether it's Booker or whether it's Durant, I'm not letting those guys get a chance to play one-on-one and line me up.
Harden snakes the screen, attracts attention. Powell sidesteps. Clippers could use it. High off the heel. First foul in the last 2 minutes. Harden steps into it. Beal might have altered it, and there are 3 shot fouls.
The official had his
Spring champ. Possession game, 1:20.
Clippers still got life.
Harden just got a 3-shot foul. Zubats hammered.
Are you going to switch? Which they switched.
They switch. Harden against Booker. Drop off. Zubats Underneath, here's Powell. Curls against Beal. T-rotation. Booker fires. Beal, baseline, glides.
He got fouled.
To say, I don't know what the punishment would be.
They got to fly. They got to fly.
Game off the bench. Thanks. Harden gets the switch. Powell curls. And
Foul strategy. You normally see that with under 10 seconds, not under 20.
left to 2. Allen left his feet, risky pass. Beal leaves his feet too. With Allen at 85% this season. Has to hurry. 6 seconds. Bobbles. Shoots. Bump. No foul. Zubac. And make sure. No, he's going to miss it
on purpose.
So Powell from the opposite free throw line.